I have to be careful here because I don't even know if anyone can hear these things. Can they
Nope.
not hear the chimes? No. You couldn't hear that, eh? Wow, that's
That's
something
why I
else. So
said I
there's
think
the chimes that no one can hear now on Zoom. And
we
this is
have to
Halton Hills
we'll have to
Online.
look at noise cancellation on Mandy's equipment there.
And welcome to the program. We're here for another week, and this week we can see what we're doing. See, we're fresh and new on Zoom, right?
Yep.
Like all of us
Well,
are
you are.
basically. Well, you aren't so much because of your business, right? Because you Zoom everything you do is a Zoom, and but you know, I'm used to 50,000 watt radio talking into a microphone, and now all of a sudden it's the Brady Bunch. And here we are, the three of us. Big Daddy Russ Horton, along with Leah Lywood on the screen to your left. And the sexy gal I'm here with in the actual studio of Big Daddy, by the way, of Halton Hills Online. And this is Amanda Bassett, of course. And Amanda's going
Okay,
to
so
have,
how come I'm not the sexy one on the left?
well, you will be next week. I have to
Is
rotate
this
sexy
is
ones.
this is this the brotherly thing again? That it would be kind of a bad thing to say that?
You know what you said off air?
I'm only kidding.
You know, why are we even playing the chimes if no one can hear them? It's a symbol. It's a symbol. You know, it's something that's different, right? That no one else does. Next week, as I said, you're going to be wearing a party dress.
That would
And
be interesting to
you know
see.
what? Well, we're going to be talking about Uncorked on Main. You know, maybe I should go down there.
You realize, eh? We're holding you to that now. You realize
Yeah,
that, eh?
very much so. If you want, I'll help you with your makeup.
Yeah. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to Halton Hills Online Radio, of course, which is the only one we have left. FM 108 is, this is the big news. FM108.ca, and the memories of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s are all coming to Halton Hills on Radio Saturday and Sunday morning from 6 until 9. We're recruiting Mark Panopoulos. I'm still negotiating with him. And he's going to do 6 to 9.
Come on, Mark.
He'll do the graffiti show, which is like the songs from the early 50s to the early 60s. And then, before the Beatles came in. So we call that seniors graffiti, but you don't have to be a senior to listen to it because some of the most fun music in the world that every generation loves is from the 50s and 60s. Remember how much fun we had at the car show?
Oh yeah.
When we were playing the oldies, man, and it just brings people.
Well, Lee and I danced half the night away.
Yeah, it was fun.
The whole night.
We're going to do that this summer, but anyway, and from 9 until noon, I'm going to be there live with the oldies from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, live on Halton Hills Online Radio. There you go. I've talked myself into it, doing some oldies on the weekends, and I'm getting older, and I love, I have a top 40 timeline show where I have to be, boom, 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 boom. I haven't got a program where I can talk to people live. It's different. Live radio and automated radio is different. And anybody that's in the radio will tell you that. So I'm going to be here telling you what the tunes, and we've got the 60s, 70s, and 80s from 9 to noon on Saturday. So FM108.ca is moving over to Halton Hills Online. GTA is still a part of Halton Hills Online because basically our weekly music playlist is the same as GTA's, and it was an underground station playing a variety of rock country. So really, the two stations didn't die; they kind of melded into our station.
No, we've amalgamated everything together. It was just too much hold to do, especially for you, Big Daddy, to run all three stations.
It was heartbreaking because FM 108 meant a lot to me. So did GTA. But at the same time, now we can concentrate on recording local bits for Halton Hills. You've got a wonderful little session coming up with Timothy Eaton. We're going to be talking about the history of Halton Hills, not only just playing the music. Anybody can do that. Anyone can do that. But I think that online radio is community radio. It's the way community radio is headed online, because everybody and his brother has a radio station now. I don't mean that to any detriment to anybody that has one, because there's some damn good ones out there, but there's a lot of shit out there too. of people just putting their iPod on the air, you know, and letting us hear what their iPod is. That's not radio. That's, you know, that's listening to
No,
tape.
leave it to the ones that know what they're doing.
Yeah, and basically, community, it gives me a chance to get my teeth into some stuff that I've been wanting to do. We did a wonderful. I have Stan Campbell coming up, who is from CFGM. Worked with him back in 1975, playing country music, and he's going to voice the piece that we did on the local. Guy from the GDHS, Neil Cotton, the local guy from the GDHS. I can't believe I said that because he's so much more to the community, and we're doing little pieces on people from the community. And if you have anyone you would like to nominate, we could do a little piece on that will run on the radio station, little audio.
Yeah, I'm going to create a post. I'll create a post and put it out there, and people can reach out to us via email and
now the problem when you want
suggest
information about these people is Neil says, I'm just a regular guy. I said, to you, you are, but to the community, man, we look at you so much differently because he's one of those guys, like the gentleman from the Raiders, Andrew Greenbridge, just sticks out. Here we are, you know, like there's special people in this town. I'm not saying everyone isn't special, but I'm saying, you know, Larry Melton's another one who's a local celebrity. You know,
we have many.
Yeah,
we have many. And like Neil Cotton, I remember Neil when I was in high school. He was a teacher while I was in high school in Georgetown at the time.
Yeah. So we're doing Stan Campbell from CFGM. You know, he's been all over radio, but we worked together for many years, and he's going to voice it for me, and I can't wait to mix it down and get it on the air. So that will be coming. But anyway, we should get on with the show here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's get into the gig guide here.
No, you know, I mean, it's a very loosey goosey show, and there's not much going on, but the gig guide is very important. And Mandy is all ready. I've been doing all the
Okay. All right. So up first is the Appalachian. So anybody new to the area and I'm looking for a great time on a Thursday, every Thursday, the Appalachian hosts karaoke night, and it's hosted by Joe's Karaoke, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
And I must say that my girlfriend there, Pat, sings every week. She's in her 70s. God bless her. We love Pat. You want to come and see a show, Pat alone will blow you away. And hello to Carrie and all the gang over at the Appalachian. We love you very much. We'll probably
Shelly.
And Shelly. She's Coronation.
Shelly.
Yeah, I love Shelly. Yeah. As soon as you open the door, it's like, hi, how are you? It's great. You gotta look. It's like cheers. Anyway.
It's like being in Britain in a pub.
Yes, it is. Oh, by the way, it's brought to you by Halton's Women's Place.
Yes, we are.
I forgot to say that, didn't I?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Barbertown Pub, Thursday, May 30th is blind draw doubles dart tournament. Registration is at 6:30 p.m. Darts fly at 7 p.m. The entry fee is $10 per player. Okay. And then Uncorked on Main. And yes, they've done it again. May 2nd, Dollhouse Events presents 90s Drag Night. Now, this show is an all ages night. Tickets are $25. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the show starts at 7:30 p.m.
That sounds like one hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah. But the trick to this one is you've got to get your tickets as soon as possible. There's very limited space and they do sell fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the Red Harp, Acton. Now we've got a list going here. So again, get your pen and paper ready and we'll give you a good 2 weeks worth. Wednesday, May 1st is trivia at 7 p.m. Thursday, May 2nd is karaoke at 8:30 p.m. Friday, May 3rd is Chris Brune at 9 p.m. Saturday, May 4th is Rave On at 9 p.m. Sunday, May 5th is Continenza Jazz Band at 2 p.m. Monday, May 6th is Music Bingo at 7 p.m.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Music bingo. I wonder how that works.
I'm not sure, but it does sound like fun. Wednesday, May 8th is trivia at 7 p.m. Thursday, May 9th is karaoke at 8:30 p.m. Friday, May 10th is Steve Hodder at 9 p.m. Saturday, May 11th is Saltwater Cowboys at 9 p.m. Wednesday, May 15th is trivia at 7 p.m. Thursday, May 16th is karaoke at 8:30 p.m. And then Friday, May 17th is Juno nominee Red River Ramblers at 9 p.m.
Wow. You know, that's a big name. That's cool. But I like the Red Heart because they work so hard on putting different theme nights on.
Yep.
And you have to, spice things up and
They
be
have
creative, and then they are.
They have something going almost every day in the month.
Yeah. And of course the food bank as always.
As always, unfortunately, both the Georgetown Breadbasket and the Acton Food Share need our help. If you can consider donating a non-perishable food item or purchasing one of the pre-made bags with high demand items, all at different price points for your convenience, or going online and making a cash donation. Every little bit helps go a long way and can make a huge difference.
Certainly.
Well, we've got different, off and on, as they have been doing and will continue to do. There's different events in order to get the items that are needed. We have Fill a Fire Truck food drive for the Roxy Center Food Pantry. I believe it's at Acton Sobeys, if I'm correct. And that'll be tomorrow, which is April the 27th. That's Saturday from, I believe, noon till 4 p.m. And if you see posts that the Roxy Center has put up, I have also shared it onto our Halton Hills online events and information. You'll see a list of items. They have listed the items that are most needed. So for a quick click on Facebook over to their page or to ours, and you will be able to see the things that are most needed.
And we're brought to you by Halton's Women's Place.
Yes, we are. Halton Women's Place. If you or anyone you know needs help getting out of a difficult situation, the crisis lines are open 24/7, including holidays. The Milton and Halton Hills line is 905-878-8555. Please, whether it's to a trusted friend, a family member, a co-worker, or Halton Women's Place themselves, please reach out. No one should feel like they have nowhere to turn. You're not alone.
Very important part of our community. They're Halton Women's Place, and that's why we talk about them every week. And because that kind of stuff doesn't go away. Sadly it stays, and it's another leading post for our community, which is very important. All right, well, we're gonna of course we're brought to you by Max Tire and Auto Repair, of course, and they are located at 61 Guelph Street in Georgetown. Lowest prices on tires anywhere, but give them a call because it's like the Panama Canal in there sometimes, in and out and in. They're so busy. And you can say hi to all the gang down there, Sean and Rob and the gang at Max Tires. 905-873-9255 is that phone number. And hello to everyone at Fred's Towing, of course, as always, every week. And hello to everyone at Easy Taxi as well. And don't forget the Easy Taxi special overnight during the week. $45 cash on the dash, baby, gets you to the airport. And I'm going to let you lead off with the top story, which is something that we've been anticipating. And I guess the situation happened the way we thought it was going to happen, right?
Yeah. So Just out. We just shared it. The town sent it to me to get out and get it shared with everybody. The Superior Court rules in favor of the town on a truck terminal injunction. Of course, the one at Hornby and Stills. I'll just read a quick little passage from that. The town of Halton Hills was successful in having a temporary injunction issued against truck depots on Hornby Road and Steeles Avenue built without any town approvals by the Superior Court of Justice for Ontario. And then, of course, the endorsement lists a bunch of things that are not allowed, et cetera, and so on, until such time as there will be a time that there is a permanent injunction due to be heard in August, at which point then it'll be further itemized, I'm sure. But in the meantime, I shared it out there, so it's across our telecells as well as it's on our Halton Hills information and Halton Hills Online, the other page that we have. I've shared it out everywhere. So please do take a look at it. So far, they have gotten their injunction. So, yeah.
There you go. Well, we kind of figured that was going to happen anyway, right? But
Well, it'd be hard not to, because I don't think it was legally done in the first place. So
no, it wasn't. And
right. So
now the big story that's the big story this week. There's a lot of stuff going on, events and things like that, but really local news. The big story was somebody exposed themselves in the mall. But you know, I mean that happened.
I know, I heard that. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
I saw that post.
Yeah. I had a
They
picture.
call it the
buddy
streak.
there. It was
They
apparently
call
in
it the
Winners, I
streak.
guess. It was in
The song,
Winners.
remember way back, 70s?
Oh yeah. The streak. Yeah, Ray Stevens. Yeah, I remember that song. Don't look, Ethel. The Climate Change Investment Fund is accepting applications for projects that help the town achieve its environmental goals, including becoming carbon neutral by 2030. The fund, established in 2021, provides funding for individuals, organizations, and community groups to complete projects that contribute to climate action, sustainability, and environmental resilience. Each approved project is eligible for a maximum of $2,500. Each applicant can apply for up to 2 projects. Applicants are encouraged to contact town staff prior to the deadline to ensure that all necessary information is included. Late or incomplete submission will not be considered for funding. Projects must take place within the borders of Halton Hills, demonstrate a community-wide benefit, and achieve measurable results. A final report must be submitted to the town within 14 months of receiving funding. For more information about eligibility and the application process, all you have to do is go to the Town of Halton Hills website. The application deadline is Wednesday, May the 8th at 4 p.m. So there's one of the big things going on with the town at the moment, and we like to keep you informed. And by the way, we'd like to thank Halton Hills Today, the Independent, Halton Police, the school boards for all. We have many sources here on the show that we get the stories from, right? And I'll let Mandy take we have a new deputy chief of police.
Okay. Kevin Mayer was sworn in as the HRPS new deputy chief of police at a ceremony in Burlington Thursday, which was attended by the Halton Police Board, MPs, MPPs, community leaders, faith leaders, local and regional councilors, HRPS senior commanders, and a number of uniformed and civilian members of the service. Mayor joins Chief Stephen Tanner, Deputy Chief Roger Wilkie, and Deputy Chief Jeff Hill in leadership of the more than 1,100 strong police service that serves Burlington, Oakville, Milton, and Halton Hills. Mayor brings 37 years of policing experience to his new role, 34 of which have been with the HRPS. Over the years, he has served in a number of frontline and specialized investigative units. For the last 9 years, he has been a member of the service's senior executive leadership team, most recently as the superintendent in charge of regional investigations and as one of the service's 6 critical incident commanders.
Oh, he's taking the reins there. So congratulations to Kevin Mayer. We have a new deputy chief of police for Halton region. And what's going on with Black History Awareness Society now, Leah?
So we got the Black History Awareness Society that is now accepting submissions for its essay and video contest, referred to as Local Lens, Multiculturalism, Cultural Equality. Open to high school students at both the high school or Halton District School Board and Halton Catholic District School Board. The contest invites participants to examine the Black experience in Halton as applied to this year's theme. What Canada can do to improve cultural equality, current status, and solutions. The deadline for the entry is May 31st, so we got lots of time, at 5 p.m., with winners announced on June 17th and honored at a Freedom Celebration Gala August the 1st. Participants must be willing to have their work republished in a Local Lens journal. So that's interesting.
It is. Never met a cookie I didn't like. Huh?
Yeah.
I like those Tim Hortons cookies, the smile cookies. And
Yeah, I stay away from there right now.
I
as
used to
I said,
absolutely adore those things.
Yeah, well, it's kind of addictive, isn't it?
Oh, I can't have them now, so it's good.
for me, it's Tim, as you know, Russ, when I come every week, normally I get you coffees, and I've been good the last while because I used to love to get I used to love to get my little treats once in a while, but as I said, I'm still in my workout clothes. I was kind of a little late today, so of course
I was going to say that you looked a little shabby today. I didn't want to mention
yeah,
it.
thanks a lot. I'm still had to get in and just get going. So, but yeah, getting back to the Tim Hortons, I mean, I'm avoiding it altogether right now for that reason. But
Well,
love
Tim Hortons locations throughout Halton, they're geared up for the annual Smile Cookie charitable campaign. From April the 29th until the May the 5th, the tasty treats will be available $1.50 plus tax, with 100% of the proceeds going to various local causes that are handpicked by Tim Hortons restaurant owners. In Halton Hills, those who purchase cookies at the Acton and Highway 7 and 22nd Side Road locations will be supporting Halton Food for Thought. And while the 3 Georgetown locations will be donating to the Georgetown Hospital Foundation. The local foundation says that funds raised will be used for laparoscopy.
Laparoscopy.
It doesn't
No,
sound
laparoscopy.
Laparoscopy.
well.
Okay.
Laparoscopy equipment. That's what we're saving up for in the surgical department. That doesn't sound pleasant, does it? Smile Cookie personal pins. Of course, there's Loopy, Bugsy, Starry, and Squirmy Smile Cookie. Will also be available at participating restaurants. And I knew that. Loopy, Bugsy, Starry, and Squirmy Smile Cookies. I love them. Don't you? All right.
Silly question.
Yeah. Well, we've got into a kind of a SIM swap scam going up, Mandy.
Okay, the Halton Regional Police Service has made a pair of arrests and laid multiple charges after an investigation into an alleged SIM swap scam operating in Halton region. This 3-month investigation, called Project Buff, began after police identified an alleged fraud network operating in Halton and the surrounding area. This group was allegedly using stolen phone numbers and counterfeit identification to empty their victims' bank accounts at various financial institutions. Investigators identified 13 victims who had more than $136,000 stolen from them.
Wow.
On April 18th, 2024, 4 search warrants were executed at residential locations in Toronto and Brantford.
Wow. FanFest is coming. FanFest is coming to the library.
Yeah, it is. Don your costume and let your imagination fly like Superman, as FanFest is returning this weekend. The The Halton Hills Public Library is welcoming all geeks and non-geeks to celebrate fandom, whether Marvel, that's mine, Marvel and DC, those are my movies. Whether Marvel and DC superheroes, anime, Doctor Who, My Little Pony, the list goes on and on, and it goes on until April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Georgetown branch. So that's tomorrow, guys. Virtual reality, trivia, crafts, and most importantly, cosplaying will all be a part of the festivities. Local costume characters from a book, show, movie, or video game will be able to strut their stuff in the cosplay contest as well. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. More information can be found on hhpl.ca.
And that, of course, is the library in Halton Hills, and we have two locations, one in Acton and one in Georgetown. The Acton Women's Ball Hockey League, they're looking for players to fill out its rosters for the season. The 6-team league plays out of the Mold Masters Sportsplex in Georgetown every Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. The league has a few spots for full-time players as well as for its substitute list to fill in when other players are away. It's a fun league and a way to exercise, have a good time, and meet some people, said President Sarah Hudson. The league has been operating since 2008 and is open to players 16 and older. The league has one exhibition game in Acton on Sunday, April 28th, before starting the regular season the following week. And there are no games on long weekends or Mother's Day, of course. So I guess not. Give mom a break on those weekends, right? But now we're gonna. All that stuff was from Halton Hills Today, wasn't it? We got our sources from. Yep. This is from the Independent Free Press, and this is all about Conservation Halton.
Okay. Driven largely by $3.8 million in revenue from its Glen Eden ski operations, Conservation Halton realized its second largest operating surplus ever last year with $5.1 million, second only to the Conservation Authority's record $5.7 million 2022 surplus. Last year's second straight $5 million surplus was credited to higher than expected revenues generated by the authority's parks.
Oh. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
The big story, I guess, from last week is still carrying over to this week. And because they haven't found the guy yet, but what's going on with that?
So the Halton police are investigating after a knife was allegedly pulled on a customer during a theft at a Georgetown Walmart, or the Georgetown Walmart, on Wednesday, April the 17th. At about 8 p.m., a man at the Walmart, which was at our local Walmart, 300 Guelph Street, filled a cart with about $350 worth of groceries, said Constable Ryan Anderson, Halton Police Media Relations Officer. It's alleged the individual then tried to leave the store without paying for these items. Anderson said that when the suspect reached the exit, a greeter asked to see a receipt, at which point the suspect just kept walking. The greeter continued calling the suspect, which reportedly prompted another customer to approach. The customer saw the employee was calling after the suspect and wanted to let them know. They were unaware the suspect had stolen items, said Anderson. The suspect then lunged at the customer and removed a knife from his belt. Following this confrontation, the suspect fled the scene, leaving the cart of groceries behind. Good Lord. I never thought I'd ever hear this stuff in Georgetown in my lifetime.
Well, the Walmart employees stick their lives in their hands sometimes, you know. I mean, there's a lot of stealing going on in the Walmarts.
No, people are
right
hurting
now.
so bad.
It's getting worse than ever. You think of the food prices out there right now.
Yeah,
it's getting unreal.
it is.
Everything, gas, food, rent, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's just getting brutal.
It's getting brutal.
People are buying old food because they can't afford to buy the fresh stuff. Yep. You know that it's pretty close to the stale date you'll be buying.
Yep.
I was reading something about that. What's going on this weekend in Halton Hills? Saturday, compost and wood chip giveaway. And that happens Saturday from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Robert C. Austin Operations Center. That's 11620 Trafalgar. And receive free compost and wood chips with a food bank donation. That's a great tie-in. Bring a shovel and a container to carry your compost or wood chips. And we have a community breakfast on Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. at St. Albans Church Hall in Glen Williams. You can enjoy a delicious breakfast and beverages for $8 while mingling with friends, family, and neighbors. And I'll let you take the next few there, Mindy.
Okay, Norval Community Cleanup, April 27th, starting at 8 a.m. at McNabb Park. The Norval community is coming together for a spring cleanup. Garbage bags and gloves are being supplied by the town of Halton Hills Arena.
And the used bike swaps going on?
Used bike swap, April 27th from 10 a.m. to noon at the Robert C. Austin Operations Center, 11620 Trafalgar Road. This event helps recycle bikes by getting them to people who can use them.
Sounds
Bikes
interesting.
are sold as is. Kids' bikes are $10, youth bikes $20, and adult and premium bikes are priced individually.
Well, I remember a certain young man in Georgetown that used to give away bikes.
I know him well. He was like my second son, third
I
son.
know. Yeah. No, I
We
remember
spent a
those
lot of
days.
years working literally 7 days a week.
Well, it's
Literally.
nice to see it still being thought of, giving away bikes. God, when I was a kid,
Most
if I wouldn't have had
definitely.
a bike, it would have been a horrible experience. All right, what's going on with the Glen Williams Community Cleanup? And we'll give this one to Leah.
The drop.
Okay, so April the 27th, starting at 10 a.m. So that's tomorrow, Saturday, at the Glen Park Ball Diamond Shelter. The Glen Williams Community Association is hosting a cleanup in the hamlet. Meet at 10 a.m. at the Glen Park Ball Diamond Shelter for refreshments and treats before heading out to a designated cleanup area. Garbage bags and gloves will be provided. All participants will be entered into a draw to win Earth Day themed prizes. Then we have drop-in family story time. And that's April the 27th at 10 a.m. at the Halton Hills Public Library, Georgetown and Acton branches. Explore new themes each week through stories, rhymes, and songs. And of course, no registration is required.
We'll let you do the Fan Fest as well.
Fan Fest, alrighty. So again, tomorrow, April the 27th, you got lots to do tomorrow. People plan your day out accordingly and as to what events are at what time and hit them all. So we got the Fan Fest tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Halton Hills Public Library, Georgetown branch. Don your costume, and let your imagination fly like Superman as Fan Fest is returning this weekend. I wonder if our local Spider-Man will be there. Marcus.
Yeah. I played Spider-Man once. The one figured
I know Marcus, and yeah, he does a great job. There will be virtual reality, trivia, crafts, cosplaying, and more. Local costume characters. There he is. He's there. I bet you he's there. From a book, show, movie, or video game can strut their stuff in the cosplay contest as well. More information again can be found on the hhpl.ca.
And fill a fire truck, April 27th. That's Saturday, noon to 4. As you were mentioning at the Acton Sobeys, you're right there. And the Acton Firefighters Association will be at Sobeys, as Leah mentioned earlier, accepting non-perishable food donations. The Fill a Fire Truck food drive will support the Roxy Pantry, as Leah was telling you, and the Food for Life program, which work together to serve local residents out of the Roxy Center in downtown Acton. They do a great job at the Roxy Center. And the vinyl record party is Saturday, 7:30 to 11 p.m. at the Acton Town Hall Center. Take a step back in time at Heritage Acton's first vinyl record party. You're invited to bring your own records or enjoy songs from DJ Kevin's large selection of pop, rock, folk, and adult contemporary albums. The event is a fundraiser for Heritage Acton. My God, there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased online at Acton Optical at 80 Mill Street East. Cash only, by the way. And there will be a cash bar, wine, beer, pop, and pizza for sale later in the evening, and free popcorn as well. And I'll let Mandy wrap it up with what's happening on Sunday.
Okay, so
I have a couple of things to add after.
Is a free recreational swim. April 28th from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the Acton Lions Indoor Pool, 69 Acton Boulevard. The Churches of Acton are sponsoring a free recreational swim on Sunday afternoon. The pool's swim admission policy will be in effect. See actonchurches.com for details.
And we've got a perfect time. I think it's about 35 minutes for now, or
Now, hang on, I still got a couple of
Still
things
got some.
here.
Oh, do you?
That's what I said just a minute ago.
Oh, sorry.
So we also have the Halton Hills Fire Department is hiring. For the time being, I know there were some people commented on the post when I put it up earlier this week. We need many more full-time, but for the time being, they're working on it, doing what they need to do. So the fire department is hiring for the Acton Fire Station part-time. And you must live within 6 kilometers of the station and have a grade 12 or equivalent education. Please do reach out. It's part-time, not full-time, but it is for the Acton Fire Station at this point in time. The other thing that we have going on is there is a survey through the town, I believe, survey for open for fire master plan. And it's open until Friday, May the 10th, at the end of the day. And basically what they're doing is, I think, looking at how they have their master plans in terms of when there are situations where fire is happening. So they're kind of doing a survey on it. So please do get your input in there. You have until Friday, May 10th, so the better part of 2 weeks, to get in any opinions or anything that needs to be done on this survey. Yeah, just so we can they want to keep, going with the flow and making things better when there is situations, when there's fires and whatnot. So
Good to know. Good to know. So we'd like to thank you for joining us for another week, and don't forget to join us on Halton Hills Online Radio. We're a community radio station online. You'll find us right there. And Leah, thank you so much for all of the hard work you're doing on the website. Very nice. New
thank
logo,
you.
and we're still under construction. I think a website's always under construction now, isn't it?
Well, it's doing okay. It's just we have some things that you have yet to send me. So once we get those, I'll get them up right away. And but yes, we have a new logo that I have yet to change on a lot of our social media, and we've got some other changes we're making, which you'll see as we do it. And don't forget, people, if you have events coming up that you'd like us to help out with in terms of being there and, playing some of our local station or the FM oldies, FM 108 oldies, please do reach out to us. We're doing a few of the car shows, classic car shows this year, different fundraisers that we've been invited to come and play some of keep our FM 108, keep it alive, keep it going with the music from there. And yeah,
Well,
reach
like
out
I
to
said,
us by all means.
Saturday and Sunday mornings from 6 a.m. till noon. It's all oldies on Halton Hills Online Radio. So we're bringing FM 108 over. All right, we'll see you next week. Max Tires, 905-873-9255. Lowest prices on tires. And of course, they have auto repair as well. And say hi to Smudge and all the gang over there. Smudge always leaves his mark. And when he's working on your car, of course. 905-873-9255. So until next week, I guess you got to hold that up again, but nobody can hear it anyway.
And have the
Yeah.
use your imagination for the sound of the tones.
Ding, ding, ding. There you go. Even though you can't hear it, folks. Thanks for joining us this week. Assume the position, ladies. I'm sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry.